Good morning to everyone. I am Swati, lecturer in botany, TTWRDC, Devarkonda. Okay, thank you for giving this opportunity to all. Okay, my selected topic is plant tissue culture and their techniques. Okay, plant tissue culture and their techniques. Here we can observe that what is plant tissue culture. What is plant tissue culture? Plant tissue culture is a technique of the culture of plant cells, tissues, organs, seeds, other plant pods in artificial nutrient media, aseptically or sterile environment and a nutrient medium. Plant tissue culture is nothing but cells are isolated from the plant cells, nothing or organs, tissues, cells is converted into whole plant in vitro conditions under aseptic conditions. Okay, it is called plant tissue culture. Tissue culture is mainly termed as commonly used, very widely uses to include in vitro culture like plant cells, tissues as well as organs. Okay, historical data, here we can observe the historical data of plant tissue culture. Okay, in 1902 Haberland proposed the concept of plant tissue culture. Okay, Haberland is also called as the father of plant tissue culture. Why he was called as the father of plant tissue culture? Why he was called the father of plant tissue culture? Why? Because he is observed that a single cell is converted into a whole plant part, okay, whole plant body in vitro conditions. It is called as tissue culture. In 1902 Haberland proposed the theory of plant tissue culture, in vitro culture. Okay, in 1904 Hanning cultured embryos from several cruciferous species. After that, in 1926 Wendt discovered first plant growth hormone, indole acetic acid. So many scientists are proposed their proposals of tissue cultures, and he observed, so many scientists are observed that. Okay, in 1926 Wendt proposed the growth hormones, that is indole acetic acid. It is also called as axins type of growth hormones. Okay, he first discovered the plant growth hormone, that is indole acetic acid. After that, in 1955 Skoog and Miller discovered the kinetin as a cell division hormone. Skoog and Miller proposed the hormone is cell division participation, which is hormone kinetin. Okay, after that, next proposal of scientists. In 1957, Skoog and Miller gave concept of hormone control of organ formation. Skoog and Miller was proposed, they discovered the kinetin enzyme. Okay, after that Skoog and Miller gave concept of hormonal controllers. Okay, which are auxins, cytokinins or gibberellins. Okay, these are used in organ formation like cell division, root formation, shoot formation. Okay, in 1960, Cocking was first to isolate protoplast by enzymatic degradation of cell wall. Cocking అనే సైంటిస్ట్ 1960లో ప్రోటోప్లాస్ట్ని ఐసోలేట్ చేసింది. హౌ టు అండ్ ప్రోటోప్లాస్ట్ ఈజ్ enzymatic degradation of cell wall. When cell wall is degradation by enzymes, protoplast is isolated. Okay, in 1960 Bergman filtered cell suspension and isolated single cells by plating. In 1960 Bergman used the plating method, cell suspension and isolated the single cells. Okay, in 1962 Murashige and Skoog developed MS medium with higher salt concentration. In 1962 Murashige and Skoog develops MS medium with higher salt concentration. Okay, in 1964 Guha and Satish Maheshwari produced haploid plants from pollen grains of Datura. Datura is a plant of Ummetta plant lo pollen grains ద్వారా haploid plants ni produce చేయవచ్చునని Guha and Satish Maheshwari is developed. Okay, first observed in 1964. Guha and Maheshwari observed haploid plants are produced from pollen grains of datura. In 1966, Stewart demonstrated totipotency by regenerating carrot plants from single cell of tomato. Stewart proposed that. What is that? A single cell of tomato cells as regenerating or reproduced by carrot plants. Okay. In 1970, power of Ital successfully achieved protoplast fusion. Okay. In 1971, take B regenerated first plants from the protoplast. In 1972, Carlson produced first interspecific hybrid of Nicotiana tabacum by protoplast fusion. Carlson observed in Nicotiana tabacum. Nicotiana tabacum is plant name is, common name is Pogaku. Okay. In Nicotiana tabacum, the protoplast fusion of interspecific theory is proposed by Carlson. Okay. In 1981, Larkin and Scowcroft introduced the term somaclonal variation. Okay. Larkin and Scowcroft is introduced the term of somaclonal hybridization. Okay. So many scientists are there. First we can know some more. Okay. In 1987, Kaelin had developed biolistic gene transfer method for plant transformation. 2005, rice genome sequenced under International Rice Genome Sequencing Project. Okay, these are the historical data of plant tissue culture. Who is father of plant tissue culture? Haberland is the plant tissue culture. Okay, father of plant tissue culture. Okay, basically plant tissue culture depends upon some fundamental principles that are the, okay, plant tissue culture depends upon explant, okay, explant, totipotency, redifferentiation, dedifferentiation, plasticity. Explant is any plant pot which is used as a inoculum, okay, in vitro conditions. It is excised piece of differentiated tissue or organ is regarded as a explant. Okay, the explant may be taken from any plant part of the plant body. Example: leaf, stem, root, meristematic tissue, shoot tip. It can be used as a explant. Next one, totipotency. Totipotency is, it is the ability of plant cells to regenerate into whole plants. Already we telling about that. Who is the father of tissue culture? Why it is called as father of tissue culture? Because he has observed single cell is converted into a whole plant part. Okay, nothing but totipotency. Okay, totipotency is the meaning of a cell is converted into a whole plant part and having to the genetical capability. Okay, this is called as totipotency. Dedifferentiation. Next fundamental is dedifferentiation. That phenomenon of mature cells reverting into meristematic tissue to produce callus is differentiation. Mature cells is converted into callus cells. Callus cells is what is callus cells? Undifferentiated group of cells. Okay. Mature cells is converted into callus cells. It is called as dedifferentiation. Redifferentiation is the ability of the callus cells to differentiated into a plant organ or whole plant. Callus is converted into a whole plant part. Okay, whole plant body. It is called redifferentiation. Okay, last one but least one, fundamental principle, last one is plasticity. Plasticity is not, it is the ability of plants to alter their metabolism, growth and development to best suit their environment. These are the fundamental principles of plant tissue culture. Okay, if these principles, plant tissue culture are mainly depend upon fundamentals of explant. Okay, after that steps are involving plant tissue culture. Which steps are involving plant tissue culture? Okay, explant, surface sterilization, inoculation, subculture, in vitro plant development, primary secondary hardening and full hardening plant. Mainly in plant tissue culture procedure, there are mainly 5 types of procedures are involving. That is the that is initiation stage, multiplication stage, root formation, shoot formation, after last one acclimatization. Okay, there are 5 types of stages are involving plant tissue culture. Okay, here we can observe the diagram of basic steps in plant tissue culture technology. Here we can take any plant. Here you can take any plant. In this plant we can take leaf. For example, we can take leaf of the meristematic tissue. The tissue can be converted into transferred into a Newton medium of containing of Petri plate. It form the callus. Nothing. It is group of cells formed. The callus is multiplication by, okay, in multiplication stage it can be converted into so many types of callus cells are formed. Callus separated and single cells are cultured. After that it can form the, when we are induced the transfer the axons or cytokinins, it can form the root and shoot and then grow up the development the plants. Okay, further culturing regenerate a new plantlet. Okay, okay. In so stages are observing is, first stage or initiation phase. In initiation phase is the first phase of tissue culture. In tissue culture procedure, initiation stage is the first. Tissue of interest is obtained and introduced and sterilized in order to prevent any microorganisms from the negatively affecting the process. In initiation stage we can use the sterilization process. Why? Because it will use the sterilization process to kill the microorganisms, to prevent the microorganisms, to why it is negatively affecting the to the process. It is during the stages that the tissue is initiated into culture. Here we can observe in diagram, we can take any plant pot, shoot or root or stem, okay, or meristematic tissue, okay, all. We can take plant pots in Petri plate, cutting pots. Selection of explant. How we select the explant? What is the meaning of explant? Already I am telling about that explant. Explant is nothing. It is like any plant pot which is inoculated, which is used as a inoculum in growth of in vitro, growth of the plant in vitro conditions. Any plant pot we can use as a explant. Okay, selection of explant. The explant is selected, it is either haploid or diploid explant. The plant growth can be achieved in 2 ways: shoots directly by appropriate medium, by somatic embryogenesis. These are the selection of explant. We can observe this diagram. We can take any plant pot, excited piece of leaf, and isolated cells are taken in Petri plate. It is formed the callus after culturing the plant tissue culture. Okay, sterilization process. Sterilization is the process of making anything free from microorganism. Sterilization process is nothing but, why? Because sterilization using a nutrient medium having rich in nutrients. Okay, so microorganisms are growth on nutrient medium, it can spoil the medium. So we can sterilization uses. Sterilization process making anything free from microorganisms. Since the process of the tissue culture involves culturing plants on a nutrient rich medium, proper sterilization is a prerequisite. The sterilization process vary with the material to be sterilized. Okay, sterilization. In the sterilization methods, tissue culture process, the sterilization methods in laboratory condition, all the materials, example vessels, instruments, medium, okay, material used in culture, it all can be sterilized by them. Why? Because it free from the microorganisms. Sterilization techniques. In this sterilization process, there are so many techniques. In plant tissue culture, 6 methods are using, that are Sterilization is achieved by one of the following approaches, that are the dry heat treatment, flame sterilization, autoclaving, filter sterilization, wiping with 70% of ethanol, surface sterilization. In sterilization process, six methods are involving in sterilization process. That is the dry heat treatment, flaming method, autoclaving, filter sterilization, and wiping with 70% of alcohol, ethyl alcohol, and surface sterilization. Okay, we can observe dry heat treatment. What is dry heat treatment? In this dry heat treatment, we can using in laboratory, okay, laboratory equipments, that are the glass vase, test tubes, micro tubes, okay, scalpel, like these are the instruments. These instruments will be dry heat, okay, to be maybe sterilized. Glassware and Teflon plasticware and instrument may be sterilized by dry heat in oven at 160 to 180 degrees centigrade for 3 hours. Okay, in dry heat method we can use temperature of 160 to 180 degrees centigrade for 3 hours. After that, flame sterilization. Flame the neck of culture tube or flask in quick succession. Remove the plug of glass valves, transfer the tissue onto the medium and replace the closure. Each time the instruments are passed through the flame of spirit lamp. In flame sterilization, we can use in spirit lamp or Bunsen burner. We can using of vessels or using that flame will be used that. Flame the neck of culture tube, flask and quick succession. Remove the plug of glass valves. Here it is the diagram of a sample aseptic plants from the seeds. Okay, how to use the aseptic conditions when we take in any plant pot like seed, okay, leaf, root, stem, it can be washed with distilled water. After that, it you surface sterilization. After that, laminar air, in this surface sterilization, leaves are used in incubated the laminar air flow. After that, sterilized flame, it can be developed like plantlets. Okay, these are the sterilization process. After next one is autoclaving. Autoclaving is used in so many laboratories, that is microbiology laboratory and biology, botany laboratory and zoology, chemistry purpose. What are can be, it can be used by autoclave by heating process. Why it can be used by heating process? In this autoclaving, culture vessels are generally sterilized. It is empty or containing media, whatever the, okay, culture medials are sterilized by heating in autoclave or pressure cooker at 121 degrees centigrade 15 to 40 minutes at pressure is 15 lbs per pounds. Okay, the time being longer for larger medium volume. It depend upon medium of the contain, okay, medium volume also depends. When culture vessels are generally sterilizing by heating on autoclave or a pressure cooker 121 degrees centigrade at 15 pound for a square inch 15 to 40 minutes. The time being longer for larger medium volume. Sterilizing during autoclaving depends on mainly on temperature. In autoclaving method, sterilization processes mainly depend upon temperature. Okay. Fourth one, filter sterilization. What is filter sterilization? Some growth regulators. What growth regulators are? Axins, cytokines, gibberellins. In this plant tissue culture method, we can use the gibberellic acid 3 used in filter sterilization. Okay, urea, certain vitamins and enzymes are heat reliable. Such compounds are filter sterilized by passing their solution through a membrane filter 0.45 micron or lower pore size. Laminar airflow cabinets are used to create an aseptic working space by blowing filter sterilized through enclosed space. In filter sterilization, we can use another equipment, laminar airflow. Laminar airflow is also air free from the enclosed space. It is filtered and sterilized by through an enclosed space. Okay. After that, wiping with 70% of ethanol. the surface that cannot be sterilized by other techniques or sterilized by wiping them thoroughly with 70% of ethyl alcohol, the alcohol is allowed to dry. Not another technique or used for sterilization process, surface sterilization. Okay, only wiping is used for surface sterilization. How wiping is used? We can use 70% of ethyl alcohol. It can be wiping with 70% of ethyl alcohol, surface thoroughly, and alcohol is allowed to dry. Next one, last one, surface sterilization. All plant materials to be for culture are treated with an appropriate sterilization agent to inactive the microbes present on their surface. This is called surface sterilization. What is the meaning of surface sterilization? Surface sterilization, all plant materials will be treated with the sterilizing agent. For example, we can take the wiping with 70% of ethanol. Okay, in this time sterilizing agents are used to surface cleaning. Why? Because it is free from microorganisms. It inactive the microbes present on their surface. It depends only mainly on the source of and type of tissue of a explant, which will be determine the contamination load tolerance of the sterilizing agent. It mainly depends. Surface sterilization is mainly depends upon which type of tissue we can use of the explant, and determine the contamination and tolerance of the sterilizing agent. Is to mainly surface sterilization is depend upon which type of tissue explant we will take, and after which type of the sterilizing agent are using in this method. These are the sterilizing techniques. After that, these are the initiation stage. After that, multiplication stage. In plant tissue culture, 5 types of stages are involving: initiation, multiplication, root formation, shoot formation, acclimatization. We already know that initiation completed. Next, multiplication stage. The multiplication phase is second type of tissue culture, where the in vitro plant material is redivided and then introduced into medium. Here the medium is composed of appropriate components for growth, including regulators and nutrients. They are responsible for the proliferation of tissue and production of multiple shoot. In multiplication phase, in tissue culture, second phase is multiplication stage. In this stage, we can transfer the axins or cytokinins. It is the growth regulator. Okay, by growth regulators of the auxins are growth of the plants is produces cell division, root formation. Cytokines are the cell division, participation, and also growing of the shoot formation. Okay, they are responsible for the proliferation of tissue. These auxins, cytokines are growth regulators, are responsible for the proliferation of tissue and production of multiple shoots. In the tissue culture, first we can prepare the nutrient medium. After that we can explant preparation, but first we can prepare the nutrient medium. In this tissue culture, so many types of the nutrient mediums are uses. Next we can discuss about that. How to culture medium prepared. Culture medium prepared. First we can know that learning that culture medium preparation. Defined medium for the growth of cell culture consists of following components. In this culture medium, so many organic components are used that. That is inorganic cells, organic supplements, vitamins, carbon sources, growth regulators. These are following components, or all components are used in this culture medium. First, inorganic cells. Inorganic cells nothing but micronutrients and macronutrients. Okay, already we know what is the micronutrients, what are the macronutrients. Potassium, sodium, calcium. Okay, calcium, magnesium, these are the macronutrients. Macronutrients is the iodine, boric acid, zinc, manganese, copper, cobalt, iron. These are the micronutrients. These are the inorganic supplements. Next one, vitamins. Vitamins are used in the culture medium. Thiamine, pyridoxine, myo-inositol, nicotinic acid, and what can be improves the cell growth. Third one, carbon source. Sucrose, 2 to 4% of concentration of sucrose are used in culture medium. Growth regulators. Growth regulators induce the cell division. Most commonly used regulator is naphthalene, acetic acid. Mainly growth regulators are uses in culture medium. That are the axins type, which can in naphthalene, acetic acid, 2,4-D, 2,4-D, 2,4 dichlorophenol acetic acid also used as a growth regulator in culture medium. Organic supplements, protein hydrolysates and yeast, malt extract and coconut milk used for enhancing the growth rate. Organic supplements, it is a natural products. Which organic metals are we can use? Natural products, nothing but coconut milk, yeast products, protein hydrolytes, malt extracts, it is which are used in the growth rate. In plant tissue culture, so many types of the medias are presented. Major types of media which can be used in tissue culture, those are the White's media, MS media, B5 media, N6 media, niche media. Medias are using the, what are the medians? White's media, MS media, B5 media, N6 medium, and niche medium. White's medium is one of the earliest plant tissue medium. MS medium is formulated by Murashige and Skov, is most widely used for many types of culture system. In this plant tissue culture, we can culture the plant tissues. So which medium is used? MS medium is most of the cultures we can use MS medium. That is the Murashige and Skov, most widely used for many types of culture system. B5 medium is developed by Gambor for cell suspension and Qualis culture. At present, it's modified from used for protoplast culture. B5 medium is mainly used for protoplast culture. N6 medium is formulated by Chu. Who is scientist? Chu was formulated the media of N6 media. It is used for cereal another culture. Anther culture లో ఉపయోగించేటువంటిది N6 medium. Protoplast culture లో B5 medium. And niche medium developed by the niche used for anther culture. Okay. Tissue culture lo, in tissue culture so many types of cultures are, that is anther culture, pollen grain culture, stem culture, leaf culture, embryonic culture. Okay, all are the reproductive or vegetative organs are all cultures are using. Okay, these are the mediums are using in different types of the culture, that is the pollen culture, protoplast culture, anther culture, shoot culture, leaf culture. Next, we can observe this diagram. The small explant develops collars, which then produces shoots a few weeks after being placed into tissue culture media. When we take it in tissue nutrient medium, we can explant is transferred into a nutrient medium. It can be few weeks after incubated there, it can be developed a whole plant. This is the tissue culture preparation, tissue culture media. Next stage, root formation. It is at this phase the roots are formed. Here hormones are required in order to inducing root, consequently complete plants. Root formation. In root formation we can use the auxins. These are the growth regulator. Mainly important auxins are used in this root formation. It can be developed the root forming. At this stage, roots are formed. Here hormones are required in order to inducing rerooting. Okay, now fourth stage, acclimatization. Acclimatization is nothing but the plants that develops from the explants are acclimatized to transfer to the pots. transferred to the pots. The well in vitro grown plantlets are to be hardened for introducing into the natural and allied habits of the plants. All the controlled conditions which previously provided has to be reduced so that it can be acclimatized itself for the environmental conditions. Vermiculated soil, which have containing the vermis. Peat moss enhances the ability of soil fertility. The plants is transferred to the pots. Observe the diagram. First diagram we having the plants in test tubes. It converted into pots. Not directly transferred to a natural condition. It can be first transferred to the pots under greenhouse effect. The pots covered with the polythene bags maintain the room temperature for 1 to 2 weeks. Healthy strong plants are observed. Then it transferred to a pots containing the common soil and compost, which contain the common soil or compost containing soil. It can be transferred. This is the acclimatization process. We can observe that in tissue culture various processes are observed. This first we can take source of the plant. We can take any plant. For example, in banana tree we can take source of the plant. It can be bulb or source plant. It can be transported into primary treatment. We can take in test tube or plastic, plastic beakers or conical flask, any vessels are we can use. Primary treatment. After that, reproduction or multiplication. Second stage is reproduction or multiplication. Third stage is shooting and rooting. In this stage we can transfer the axons or cytokines. It can form the root and shooting. Next, after that, primary hardening. It can converted into primary hardening. After that, secondary hardening. It converted into when plants are growing in test tubes. It can converted into not directly into living organism of soil, not in greenhouse effect. It converted into pots. After that, it can be grown whole plant. Which factors are affecting for plant tissue culture? Why it is affecting tissue culture which we produced? So many factors are affecting for tissue culture. ఎఫిషియన్సీగా రావాలంటే ఏం ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ దీని మీద ఇన్వాల్వ్ అవుతుంటాయి, ఓకేనా? Plant regeneration from tissue culture varies with the following parameters, that is the plant species, genotype within the species, source of cultured tissue, age and health of donor plant, nutrient medium, other factor. Mainly these parameters are involving the efficiency, affecting mainly the plant species or nutrient medium or source of the cultured tissue, genotype within the species. These are the effect of tissue culture. Okay, next to plant tissue culture application. What are the applications are involved in plant tissue culture? Okay, today we know that. Knowing the tissue culture application. The commercial production of plants used as a potting, landscape and florist subjects. To conserve rare or endangered plant species. To conserve rare of endangered, some plant species are endangered stages. These plant species we can store in laboratory conditions to conserve the rare plants. Okay, to screen cell rather than plants for adventitious characters. To screens rather than plants for adventitious characters. So for example, herbicide resistance, salt tolerance. Okay, it is the production of plant tissue culture application is, it is produce the pathogen free plants, production of somatic plants. Okay, production of herbicides plants, salt tolerance plants, herbicide resistance plants. These are all are the through the tissue culture method. large scale growth of plant tissue in liquid culture in bioreactor of production of valuable compounds like plant derived secondary metabolites and recombinant proteins as a used as a biopharmaceuticals. In through the tissue culture we can produce secondary metabolites also. Secondary metabolites, somaclonal plants or pathogen free plants and production of stress resistant plants. These are all are the through the plant tissue culture we can produce. Okay, these are the applications. To cross distantly related species by protoplast fusion and regeneration of the novel hybrid to produce clean plant material from stock infected by virus or other pathogen. Nothing but production of free pathogen free plants. What is the pathogen free plants? Generally plants shows some resistant natural characters having resistance free plants. The pathogens which are caused in diseases of the which are causes is the plants which are causes the plants of fungi, bacteria, virus. These pathogens inhibit the disease resistance characters. Oh, these are the to produce clean plant material from stock infected by virus or other pathogen. Production of identical sterile hybrid species can be obtained. Sterile hybrid species nothing but somaclonal hybrid species. Okay, somaclonal hybrids are produced from tissue through the tissue culture method. This is the tissue culture topic. Okay, what we learn about whatever we can know. First last thing it can be learning in this diagram. Steps are involving general technique of plant tissue culture. Okay, when we take an of explant, first we can select any plant. Okay, that is the intact plants. In intact plants we can take the any plant pot, that is the explant, excision of explant. Next procedure, when we take the explant it can be trimming, proper trimming of explant. After that explant is washed with sterile distilled water and surface cleaning. Sterilization process lo already I am telling them sterilization, surface sterilization. In explant also surface sterilization, surface sterilization. Next procedure we can which vessels are used in this technique. Glass vase, conical flask, beakers is also it can be sterilized. After that explant washed with sterilized distilled water. Next culture medium is sterilized to autoclave. Autoclave culture medium is sterilized. That after that it is used, how it is using that in autoclaving in autoclave culture medium is sterilized. Inoculation of explant in culture medium under aseptic condition. Next one, inoculation. Explant is converted in explant is transferred into a nutrient medium under aseptic condition. Aseptic condition nothing but free from microorganism. That environment is free from microorganism, సూక్ష్మ జీవరహితమైనటువంటి ప్రాంతం. ఓకేనా అలా ఓకే. In this aseptic condition inoculate the explant into culture medium. After that incubation under suitable condition for proper culture. Which culture we can be using this? So many types of culture, tissue culture, so many types of here there, that is tissue, that is cell culture, cell culture, embryo culture, root culture, leaf culture, stem culture. These are the cultures. We can use any type of culture, incubate that under suitable condition for proper culture. Next, subculturing for obtaining desired results. When we transfer the axons or cytokines, it can be produced the root and shoot formation. After that it can be form a total plantlet. Next plantlet is transferred into a pots, not directly by the living. Okay, only pots under greenhouse effect plants are transferred. After that room temperature it can be, after the plants are converted into a living. These are the techniques in plant tissue culture. Okay, thank you to all.